Hey there, Clashers. Welcome to another episode of Clash with Quant. This is going to be a hyperlooting episode. I think it's the first one ever dedicated specifically to this in approximately 6 or 7 months. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the defenses that have been occurring, and boom! Right off the top, you see that I was taken for approximately, yoink yoink, 1.2 million loot and all of my DE, so 2100. Congratulations to Gu Jing from some clan that I cannot pronounce the name from. But prior to that, it's going to be all these snipes. Let's start out with the best town hall snipe that we have here. You come across so many people. I mean, you log off for maybe 4 minutes and Crystal 2, Crystal 1, not even 4 minutes, maybe 4 seconds, and then you get at least town hall sniped most of the time. So this individual saw all the loot. Well, look at that. I'm offering almost 2 million to this person. So this was, I think, a couple days ago, maybe 2 days ago. The most recent one happened a couple hours ago. All right, so they got really excited. They started throwing down their troops, a couple heals, blah, 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 heals. They break in, they get a storage. Now, the storages are on the outside is because it's very easy to fill storages. You just go on a shelf, and then you get that whatever spoils or loss put back in your storages. What's really hard to do is keep these collectors as full as possible, because keeping the collectors full is redundant. And every time you get attacked, or at least in a collector's 100%, a elixir pump, a gold mine, or drill, at least 50% is taken, I think, when it's wiped out. So in the case of mine are maxed out, so it's 200,000 elixir for the elixir pumps and 200,000 gold for the gold mines and whatever for the DE drills. I'll just give an example with the elixir and gold because it's easier. If I get them wiped out, I lose 100,000 of each resource in the gold and elixir, and since it generates 3,500 per hour, it will take about 24 hours or so to fill up to its capacity. So it's not necessarily easy to get these things filled up. You have to protect them as much as possible. So if people take your storages, no big deal. If people take your collectors, well, then you're not necessarily in the next defense that you have going on. Other defense, not as good apparently as the other one. Spells. I don't know if they use them though. Oh yeah, this is the person who surrounded the entire base, and actually did quite poorly. Of a raid. So there you have it. It's probably, I think they even dropped some wizards here. I mean, look how quickly everything perishes. They got one collector. I mean, that's not worth it. 120,000 gold. Maybe they went for the trophies and they just tried to get whatever they could on the outside. But when you're hyperlooting, you always know there's a bigger fish out there, and that's part of the game. You just want to see how your defense stacks up against some of these really powerful armies that will come through, whether they're farming, who's doing some sort of war attack practice or random attack other than barching. And I guess this is barching that's coming up, but it's Town Hall 10 barching with max heroes, and you get to see how well you can defend. And that's what we're doing. We're dangling this out there for potential defenses, and you're going to win some, and when you lose a lot. But let's be honest, it's a video game, and it's little pieces of electronic resources that really, in the grand scheme of things, mean nothing. So it's fun to just watch people, the potential attack of their gaming experience, and they'll go at you hard. So they send in the Velks, they send in their level 7 giants first. My spring traps took care of a lot of them. They raged it. They're going to perish pretty quickly, actually, for being level 7. I don't know what's killing them so quickly. Maybe it's the expo? I don't know what's killing it so fast, but all the giants are dead already. Oh, maybe archers from my clan castle. But anyways, all those giants are gone. Their tanking ability's gone. You have the king and the queen flanking behind the barbarians and the archers. But now that they're at the halfway point of my base, you look, there's about 300, 400, 500,000 of each resource taken. It's really at this point just the king and queen cleaning up, and he had this one jump spell that able to take advantage of and get the king into another enclosure to get it. I think he gets that. Yeah, this is a nice enclosure to be in because there's 3 full pumps. So it looks like he's going down fast to that Tesla and those cannons. And then behind, she eventually gets, I think it was an elixir pump, but then succumbs to the Archer Tower and the Tesla. So with this fully maxed out Barching army, I want to say that, let's see, I'm going to fast, that there was a really good loot raid by whoever got it. Oh yeah, they did try to throw a clan castle, which didn't really work. But look at that. They got 1.2 million, 2,000 EE, and I think it was a 1.9 million offering. So they only got 66% of the loot maybe that was available. So I defended. I mean, to me, I defended pretty well on that army. I'm sure most people think that I lost, and I did, but I could have lost more, and I didn't. So that's kind of what I do. I just like to analyze the way the attacks are, and you're gonna be attacked the hardest by anybody when you have a lot of loot. So it's fun to see how your base defends, and it's fun to see how the attackers attack you. You can pick up tips one or the other on how farming and farming defense can be effective. So that's it for this episode. I'm going to keep hyperlooting. The reason I started doing it was for this potential update that Supercell was going to have. There's been no notification of the update when it may occur, if it's going to occur, and that's pertaining to the Town Hall 10 upgrade, which I don't think it's going to have for a couple months, but I thought there would be some smaller updates released as well. So we'll see if I'm going to continue hyperlooting. Right now I'm going to, but maybe I'll collect my collectors and just wait for the next round of hyperlooting. So thanks so much for watching Clash with Quant. I know I bring you some very interesting videos like this, and I appreciate the fact that you're watching them. Click the like button, subscribe, leave some discussion about your hyperlooting experiences, if you've ever even done it. I mean, the hardest thing about doing it is not collecting the collectors and pumps. You'll find that you've conditioned yourself to collect them the second you log on, or every time that there's an indication that there's something filling it. Just try it. It's so hard to break that habit, but when you do, you can have an enjoyable time like this. All right, we'll see you next time.